Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Precious Malaji and I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since forever, and today I just want to talk about quality control in your business, in your small business. What is quality control? The importance of quality control, the 4 stages of quality control that you should implement in your business right away. So what is quality control? Okay, according to Google, quality control is a system of maintaining standards in manufactured products by testing a sample of the output against the specification. Quality control is a system of maintaining standards in manufactured products by testing a sample of the output against the specification. So that's what quality control is, according to Google. So what are the importance of quality control? Guys, when you are running a business and when you are a one-man show, it is so easy to control the quality, because almost everything is gonna go through you. You're gonna see what the order that's been placed. You're probably gonna process the order. You're gonna check if the order is according to the specification or according to what the customer needed. But as you scale your business, as you grow, you're inviting new people into the business, so you cannot be the one who's checking for all of these things, because when you're growing a sustainable business, you need to delegate as much as you can. And some of the things that you're going to have to delegate is, unfortunately, I'm saying unfortunately because a lot of things go wrong in that aspect. Unfortunately, quality control is so important, and unfortunately, you're going to have to delegate that to someone. So it is important to have quality control, guys, because as we said, that to maintain the standards, so as a business, you need to have standards. You need to know that, okay, this is work, this is good, this is great, this is bad, and in most cases it is according to what the customer needs. What are the 4 stages of quality control? According to my experience in manufacturing, the first stage of quality control is when you are taking the order. So when you are receiving the order, that's the first stage of quality control. It's gonna play a major role in the end product, because this is where the specification is being taken. This is where we are taking direction from the customer in terms of what does the customer want, what color of the product do they want, the size. This is where we normally have a thing called a job card. So if you are a manufacturing company, you need to have a job card, which is a document that's going to have all the specifications about what a customer wants. It's a very, very important part of the business, and especially if the person who's taking the specification is not going to be the same person who's going to be processing the order, because the specification or the job card needs to be as clear as possible, so that the next person who's going to be taking over the job knows what they need to do. So I think one of the most important aspects of quality control is the first part, which is specification. You need to take as much details as you can. Otherwise, guys, you're gonna be having return jobs. There's nothing as painful as a return job, guys, because some of the return jobs you need to replace with your money. Some of the return jobs you need to redo. There's nothing as painful as that. The second stage of quality control is when you check stock availability. You need to check if you've got enough resources or raw material for you to actually process the order that you just received. Sometimes you need to communicate with the client. Let's say maybe the client wants brown chairs, and they've got a specific brown that they're looking for. And you can see that you do have brown, but it's slightly darker than the brown that the client wants. You don't just take the brown that you have and you use it because it's brown and it's similar. No, you need to check with your client first. Are you happy with me using this darker brown or this lighter brown on your chairs? But you don't just take the brown that you have and just use it to manufacture whatever the client wants. You need to check with your client, and if the client is not happy with the brown, you need to get them the brown that they have, because you're gonna manufacture 1,000 chairs with a slightly darker brown, and the client is like, no, this is not my color. Because some people are extremely picky when it comes to to colors, and especially if it's a brand. Brands are extremely picky, and it's understandable because you're building a brand. So the second stage is checking stock availability, communicating with your client if you don't have the exact colors or the exact stock. Some people are flexible, you don't know. Some people are gonna accept what you have, and some people are not gonna accept. But the point is, you need to check your stock availability, and you need to communicate as much as you can with your client. The third stage of quality control is actually in the processing. So when you process the order, when you process the order, you need to make sure that it is being processed in accordance to the specification as per spec. Specification is so important, guys. That job card is so important. It's gonna save you a lot of money. You need to make sure that you are processing as per specification. If the specification says 5 centimeters, it needs to be 5 centimeters. If the specification says it needs to be 10 centimeters, it needs to be 10 centimeters. So when you are processing, you need to continuously check if it's being processed according to the specification. The fourth stage and the last stage, but I believe there's the fourth stage and then there's the fifth stage. So the fourth stage, which is normally the last stage, is when you check if the product is done according to the specification. This is the, like now you've done everything, you're checking if the product is done according to the specification. So what does this involve? Again, you check for that job card. You check for the job card, you take the product, you check it against the job card. Is the job card and the product that you've just manufactured in accordance? Are they the same thing? You need to make sure before you dispatch a product, if you're using courier, or before the customer comes to collect. Let's say now you're done with the product, you're happy that the product is complete, you put it out for collection. When the customer comes and collect, you need to open the product to check again while the customer is here, to check if they're happy with what they have. And this is going to save you a lot of money, because sometimes shit happens. Let's say you are manufacturing chairs, and according to you, it's according to the spec. You are happy with the chairs, you pack them nicely in the box, and when the customer comes, you don't even open the chairs to double check with the client. No, you just give the chairs to the client as they are, because you check them, you are happy, but you never actually open the chairs to check with the client. That is very dangerous, because anything can happen along the way. Let's say unfortunately the customer bumps the chair while they're putting it into their truck or something, and then when they get home, they're like, no, but I'm not happy with the chair because it's got scratches. And unfortunately, that is not your responsibility. It's the customer that made that mistake, or it's the courier that made the mistake. So that's why it's so important for you to check the stock that you just finished while your customer is here, so that even when they get home and they open the product and it's not the same as what you showed them in the shop while they were here, they've got confidence to say that, okay, this happened along the way, So in that way, you are able to know who's responsible for what. So guys, with that said, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you learned a thing or two. Quality control is going to help you so much. Quality control is going to make your life easy. Quality control is going to save you a lot of money. Quality control is going to make your customers happy. So it's important for you to implement these stages in quality control. The first stage being the job card. Everybody who's going to work on the product needs to be working using a job card. I almost said using a fucking job card. But everyone is going to be everyone's going to be working on the product, needs to be working on the product using a reference, which is a job card. Specification always. We don't just work on things from the top of our heads. Oh, this client said they wanted red chairs. This client said they want brown. No, you use the specification. So that's why the specification needs to be to the T. It needs to be as clean, as clear as possible. Implement quality control in your companies, guys. Implement quality control, and the best way to do so is by using a job card. With that said, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.